For today's movie review, I'm doing The Cleansing Hour. It is a Shudder exclusive. But the cool thing about Shudder is they've put a lot of their stuff that's exclusive on DVD. So, listen to my review, and if it sounds like something you want, maybe you can find it on DVD if you're not a member of Shudder. But I asked my friend Jamie, hey, recommend me a couple good horror movies on Shudder to watch, and this is one of the ones she recommended. Now, this was directed by Damien Levick. I think that's what it says. God, my writing sucks. And it's got 2 writing credits, one from the director and one from Aaron Horowitz. The only star I noticed in it was Kyle Gallner. He's been an only horror that I've seen him in, like Red State, Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Jennifer's Body, and he was in The Walking Dead for an episode, I think. I wanted to note the special effects makeup is Adam Doherty, and the creature effects was Tom Woodruff Jr. Because, unlike Sci-Fi Channel, even though these seem a little low budget, the effects on this one were on point. So I wanted to shout out those guys, because that'll make or break a horror movie. If your effects are off, the movie's just not going to work. So, despite my review, I really dug the effects in this movie, so I wanted to mention those guys. So this one, it starts out pretty much like The Last Exorcism, only not found footage. And you got this priest who's been live streaming these exorcisms using actresses and stuff, totally fake, scamming the audience. And, he's got his crew with him that's running the show with him. And he's the priest doing the exorcisms. And somebody was supposed to show up to play the person getting the exorcism. And they're a no-show. So the Kyle Gallner, he's like, just let my girlfriend stand in. She can act. She can do it. So they strap her to the chair and start to do the exorcism, and turns out she's really possessed. And even at this point, I'm like, okay, this is kind of last rites, maybe a little Conjuring, just kind of all those exorcism movies that happened after The Exorcist that none of them have been stellar to me. But I knew Jamie suggested this, so I'm like, something's going to go down. So I stuck with it. And I had to watch this in 2 separate viewings. If you saw my video from the other day, that starts off with some real talk, you'll know why. Because this was supposed to have been the Halloween review I was going to put out, but no, I had to not finish watching it till today. So the first day of watching, I only had all the pretty much by the book exorcism movies I've seen before going. So I finished it up today, and yeah, I got to see why it was recommended to me. This is definitely for the horror fan. What I hate about a lot of the horror movies that I don't like, they'll take a ghost story and just have random stuff happening for no reason. Or stuff will be happening, you don't know if it's really happening or not. If I see a horror, I want to know why it's happening, and if it's really happening, and what exactly is happening. So, the girl that's getting the exorcism done, that actress is doing really well. It's kind of your standard. She's all demonic looking, got the demon makeup and blood, and of course talking in a more masculine voice, growling and such. So, but it's well done. It looks like she's demon possessed as we know it in film. But where it differs, you get some stuff. I'm trying not to spoil a lot because I really want you guys to watch this one. There are some creatures in it, and they are CGI, but unlike sci-fi, I always prefer a puppet over CGI, but if you're going to do CGI, make it convincing, and this makes it convincing. So, where a sci-fi movie, if they would have done creatures that would have ruined it for me, this didn't bother me. I bought they were there. I bought the humans were interacting with them. So CGI, it it holds up. There's a scene involving one of the creatures that reminded me of martyrs, and to remind me of martyrs is never a bad thing, not at all. So I really dug that. Not gonna say what happens. Don't want to spoil it. Um, what's really cool is a lot of times in these movies, you don't you don't really develop a character, and that really takes you out of it. You're just like, so why would I care? This at least gives our main priest a backstory, and one part of the backstory gets a little, that's kind of dramatic. I don't know if that would have happened, but the movie's got you this far. You'll give it that little thing, and you'll go with it. And that is pretty much my only complaint of the movie is something in the flashback that happens. I really dig that this demon is not just there. It has a plan. It has motives. I like what the movie made its plan and motives, and that it wasn't just there to scare people or kill people. It had a bigger picture. I dig that. A big problem with exorcism movies after The Exorcist is they don't stick the landing. They don't end it well. And I was getting a little worried this one might not. And boy, was I wrong. Because this one, to me, nailed the landing. I dug it. I thought it was really cool. It is definitely an ending for horror fans. People new to the genre might not dig the ending as much, but would have to agree that it fits the film. It fits the film really well. There is a really cool CGI effect at the end that at first it's practical effects and it's really cool. Then it's CGI, and not only did I like this effect, it was really, really cool. Really cool, well used. One of the only times I'll say, wow, I'm glad they went that way. It was cool, really good. Oh, man, it's hard not to give this one 5 stars because it might be the best use of an exorcism plotline I've seen since The Exorcist. And I don't know. This is probably the first Shudder original movie I've seen. I watched some of the docs they put out. But if this is the quality and the story they're putting out and the effects works they're doing, man, I'll watch whatever they put out. I kind of want to check out some more of the Shudder originals. So definitely got to thank my friend Jamie for that recommend because I dug it. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it to horror fans. I mean, what else can I say? It was awesome. So check it out. Thank you for tuning in for this movie review. Please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Be back tomorrow with 2 more videos. Thank you.